Hey, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back. Thanks for viewing my video. In this video, I'm going to give my reading wrap-up for the week of 10/5/2025 through 10/11/2025. I completed a couple of books this week, so I'll talk briefly about those two books. I read parts of two books, so I'll talk briefly about those two books. I'll talk about the videos I released. I'll talk about my reading plans for the remainder of the month. I'll talk about a crochet project I completed. I'll talk about a video game I'm playing. I'll talk about the music I listened to this past week, and some other things going on in my life too. The first book I completed this week is Toxic Love by Kristopher Triana. It was the September read for Fright Club, a YouTube book club moderated by Cliff at Cliff Stark Gems and Crits at Crits_reads. There was a live stream discussion of this book. I will put a link to that in case anyone wants to look at it. One thing I learned in the live stream discussion is the difference between extreme horror and splatterpunk horror. I thought this book was extreme horror, but extreme horror just tries to push the bounds as far as possible in things. There's not really any character in it. But splatterpunk horror does have some character. There is some depth to the characters. And I learned that this book is splatterpunk horror as opposed to extreme horror. All I'm going to say is that although I did enjoy this book, it's very, very disturbing. I will do a book review of it soon, but it's going to be difficult for me to try to figure out who I might recommend this book to. The second book I completed this week is The Witches by Roald, Dahl, and Quentin Blake. This is the October read for I'm with the Band, a Fable book club moderated by MJ. Read This Life at M-J on here. This is really kind of the total opposite of Toxic Love. This is a middle grade book. I did quite enjoy it, and I will hopefully have a video for this one too coming soon. I read parts of two books this week. The first is Everyday Crochet, The Complete Beginner's Guide by June Gilbank. I will talk about the pattern I made from this book when I talk about the crochet project I completed. The second book I read part of is Memnoch the Devil by Anne Rice. I'm quite enjoying this book. It is the fifth book in the Vampire Chronicles series. Next I'm going to talk about the three videos I released this week. The first was reading wrap-up for the week ending 10/4/2025. The second was 8 Bookish Memories. And the third was my spooky collections. Next I'm going to talk about my reading plans for the coming week and for the remainder of the month. This coming week I plan to complete Memnoch the Devil by Anne Rice. This book is one of the two books that are September-October reads for the Vampire Chronicles group, a group created and moderated by Elaine at Cobalt Dragon. There are 3 other members besides myself. I will put their names in the description of this video. And I plan to start Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. This is the October read for Booked and Busy, a Fable book club moderated by Jamie at Jamie Falk on here. For the remainder of the month, I hope to start, hopefully complete, The Hacienda by Isabel Canas. This is the September/October read for the Cozy Club, a Fable book club moderated by Stephanie Bookish at Stephanie Bookish on here. And I plan to start and hopefully complete The Hex by Thomas Oldie Haywalt. This is the October read for Fright Club, moderated by Cliff at Cliff Stark Gems and Crits at Crits_reads. I also plan to start and hopefully complete Tale the Body Thief by Anne Rice. This is one of the 2 September/October reads for the Vampire Chronicles group that I mentioned earlier. I read, this is the 4th book, but it wasn't available at my library. Memnoch the Devil was, so I'm reading them out of order. But the book did arrive, so I do have it. And I'll start it soon after I complete Memnoch the Devil. I also plan to start Calabasas by R.F. Kuang and Bride by Ellie Hazelwood this month. The crochet project I worked on was Grit Stitch. It's essentially done. It's just being soaked and blocked here, but once it dries, it'll be done. So it is essentially done. I do want to get back doing my woobles. I kind of got away from that, just doing some practice squares in everyday crochet, but I am going to get back to doing woobles soon. The video game I've been playing is Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time on the Nintendo Switch 2. It does have some frustrations, but overall I'm quite enjoying it. Some challenging parts, but there's some more kind of, I guess you may say, cozy parts of it too, but it's not a cozy game. The musical groups I listen to this week are Cat's Eye, Blue Oyster Cult, the Jonas Brothers, and I listen to the Camp Rock soundtrack, which includes the Jonas Brothers, amongst others. Those are the main ones I listen to. Blue Oyster Cult is a band I've liked for a long time. I especially like to listen to them around Halloween, specifically their Agents of Fortune and Spectres albums. Other than that, I walked a couple times at the local mall, walked once outside, went out to eat a few times, watched a lot of YouTube videos, watched some WNBA games. The season is officially over. The Las Vegas Aces won the championship, their 3rd in 4 years. Now I want to give a little medical update, and because I know not everybody wants to see medical updates, I will put a little message at the bottom of the screen saying medical update so you know when it starts and ends. But I'm not really going to say anything beyond the medical update besides my outro. I've said everything else I want to say in this video so far. This past week I had my yearly physical. Not too long ago, physicals used to kind of be like something that didn't worry me. They kind of were a rubber stamp, but because of some medical issues that I had in recent years, they make me nervous now. But it went well. I was really worried about the A1C because it's been pre-diabetic for the last couple of years. It was 6.3 2 years ago, 6.0 last year. This year was 5.8, which is still pre-diabetic, but it's gone down a little bit. It doesn't require me to make any changes. The thyroid level was a little high. I do take thyroid medication for low thyroid, so it's a little high. It's kind of borderline though. My doctor didn't want to do anything this time as far as change of medication, but he wants me to get another check in 3 months and then he'll make a decision. So overall, it was really, really good physical. I was really happy about it. My doctor's happy with what I'm doing. I'd be interested in knowing how your reading week went, what you're reading now, what you're thinking about it. If you don't have anything else if you don't have something you'd like to comment, please add the woman bouncing ball emoji for the WNBA season, which just recently ended. I hope you have a wonderful reading week. I hope you have a wonderful week in general. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, please hit the bell to get notified when I upload future videos.